It's our badge of honor for the day.
A badge of honor that, like most, takes courage to wear. These Howe Sound secondary students preparing to go in front of their entire school to share on what it means to be Aboriginal today. Their message?
We are just like normal people, like equal people.
There's like a lot of different people that are Aboriginal that don't necessarily look like they are, so just kind of getting like the real image out there.
Here you go, sweet pea.
That cause, spearheaded by Susan Leslie, the Aboriginal educator, the main organizer of this year's 24-hour drum, where 60 students, including these Squamish teens, spend the entire day traveling the Sea to Sky corridor spreading awareness, with this year's event the most bold yet.
Instead of sharing cultural activities, I thought it would be interesting to hear from the students. What is it that the students have to say?
Shedding light on today's Aboriginal people, as well continued cries for Canada's missing and murdered Aboriginal women, the most common and passionate topics among this year's students. However, being able to voice those concerns proved a challenge in itself.
I know you might be nervous, but you have no choice. We're gonna teach you today to use your voice to
the group students taking part in a slam poetry workshop to prepare for the event.
How would it be if residential schools were still here today?
Together we laugh, together we cry. We have a voice. Now let us be heard.
Fast forward a few months and it's finally time for the big day.
Racism happens every day. You'll never be smart, you're an Indian.
Drugs and alcohol are now their ways to drown their pain. How can you expect them to gain with all this pain?
Aboriginal women make up 4.3% of Canada's population, yet they also make up 11.3% of missing women.
Along with reading poems, the group also produced a video turning the table on stereotypes.
Do you prefer to be called white, Caucasian, or Euro-Canadian? Doesn't matter.
I think there's a lot of people who are just misinformed or uninformed. Some people think that all say Native people, that they all like wear feathers and they all dance around and stuff, is kind of showing like kind of how ridiculous some of those things can be.
Tell us why nobody's listening.
It is easy to turn away.
These teens' once dismal voice now beaming loud and clear.
If we don't come together, we won't be able to stop it. We need to become one voice. If we don't, there'll be an endless circle of abomination. Thank you.
Awareness brings a heightened consciousness. I've seen students who found it difficult to speak and were very shy and quiet at the beginning of this process. And I found them stand up and find their voice.
With this audience standing behind them. With one performance down, 5 to go, the team quickly heads to the bus. Their hope that with every kilometer, change is that much closer.
I'd like eventually just to become equals in this world, for them to be treated the exact same as everybody else.
These students are change makers. What courage to get up on a stage and speak from your heart in front of your entire peer population. That's the story of today.